On today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a gorgeous, whimsical teardrop swag for your door for this Christmas decorating 2020. Keep watching. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Can you guys believe this is November already? Where has this year gone and where is our Christmas season going? On today's video, I'm so excited to show you how to create a gorgeous, whimsical teardrop swag that is inspired by our whimsical Christmas tree. If you guys have not seen that Christmas tree, I'm gonna link it down below along with the items that you will need for this teardrop swag. But let me just tell you, this Christmas tree that was whimsical and it was inspired for children was so much fun to create. And this teardrop swag is also inspired by that Christmas tree, so you know it's going to be so much fun. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because we're just now getting started with the holiday season. Right now, we are uploading videos every Wednesday and Saturday to inspire you to create something beautiful. If you don't follow me on my social media, all of that's going to be linked down below. But right now, it's time to get started. Let's watch. All right, everyone, so before we start, I just want to mention that before you get going with your swag, you have to fluff your swag going all directions because these come really flat when they come out of the package. And then also I have pre-wired our main character, which is going to be this little guy right here. So he's going to be right here to the side. But before we do that, I have to go ahead and get started with the ribbons. And I have this really pretty ribbon. Now, all of these materials are going to be the same materials that we use on the whimsical elf tree. If you have not seen the whimsical elf tree, I'm gonna link it up right here, right now, and also in the description box below, because there you can find all of the materials that we use for this tree. But we're gonna use this candy cane ribbon. I'm gonna use the polka dot ribbon, exact same ribbons that I used, actually the leftover ones, these really pretty fun glitter polka dot, and then also these really cool stripes. So there's going to be 4 ribbons. I have my wires pre-cut right here with me, and then also my scissors and my wire cutter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop this on the floor, and I'm gonna start with this one because it is the thickest out of all of them, so it's gonna cover a lot of the perimeter of our wreath. So I'm gonna start with a dovetail like that. You guys have seen me do this before, so I'm just gonna pinch right here, and then I'm going to fold under, fluffing my bow and making a really pretty bow. Then you're gonna twist, and then you're gonna go ahead and do another bow. Now you have to have really good quality ribbons to kind of create this really pretty bow effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do yet another one right here. This is going to be mainly ribbons on this swag, and it's gonna be so much fun. You guys will just see. So I'm gonna do a 4-loop bow right here, like this. This is gonna be our main ribbon. I'm gonna grab one of my wires right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and twist on the back really tight. I cannot stress that enough to you guys. You have to do it really tight. Then I'm gonna grab these wires and I'm gonna go ahead and start right here on the top, flipping our ribbon. And you can always take your swag out of your stand. A lot of you guys ask me where I got this stand. This is actually a funeral wreath stand. You can find this at any of your florists. If you live in the California area, any floral supply like Shinoda Design Center has this type of ribbon. So I have a 4-loop bow right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and bring this guy, the polka dot one with the greens and the reds, and I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail. And I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing. So basically do 1 loop like this. Then I'm going to fold under. And for this particular bow, because it is a smaller ribbon, you want the loops to be a little bigger than the other one, because this one, you don't want it to overpower all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and do maybe a 3. So we're gonna do a 3-loop bow. And remember, what we're doing basically is building the bow on the top by adding different ribbons and different bows. I love this technique. It is so much fun. It is super easy to decorate any ribbon, tree, wreath. And as you guys can see, just by adding that right here is creating your bow. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the loops. Just make sure that you take it off and then you twist all of these wires together. And then at the end, you can cut the excess. This particular swag does come with a hanger on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that my ribbon is all ready like this, as you guys can see. Then I'm gonna add the 3rd one, which is going to be this polka dot one right here. So I'm gonna add that to the floor, and I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail my ribbon. And with this particular one, I'm going to do a 2-loop. So once again, you always start with your dovetail end, and then you go ahead and do your bow, but this big, and then you're gonna grab your wire. It is easier if you have your wires already pre-cut, and I've told you this, guys, many times before. This is a 22 gauge wire that comes on a bolt, and I just take the time to pre-cut it. That way it's faster. So basically we're gonna go ahead and add the third ribbon, and look how fun that is already. Then you fold, and then you find your wire back here, and it's getting a little tight, just like this. Then of course we fluff all of our bows, and we're gonna hang this guy back into our stand. Look how fun that is. All right, so far we have 3. I'm gonna add the 4th one. How fun is this? And for this particular one, because it is the smallest one, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3, but not without dovetailing this guy right here. I cannot wait for you guys to see the end result. This is gonna be so much fun. Once again, if you have any kids or grandkids, I really recommend to do something fun with them, especially this year. You know, it's been so tough on everybody, and the kids just, basically Christmas is for the children, and so I really recommend to do something fun for them this year. So whether it's a technique or the characters, just give them something extra special, because it has been a tough year for everybody. So I am gonna do something fun for my little nephew, who's only 1 year old, and I cannot wait for him to see what we're doing for the holiday season. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here on the other side to complete our bow. So one more time, I'm gonna unhook it, and then I'm going to go ahead and just find a way all the way around and grab that wire on the back, and then just twist them around. And as you guys can see, that gave us a super fun bow on the top, and I'm gonna go ahead and just hang it back up. And you have all of the ribbons. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This really is cute. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with this guy. I'm gonna bring it over to this side. Then I'm gonna give it a loop right here. I'm gonna pinch, and once again, go all the way into the swag to create that loop, all right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy right here and giving it a bigger loop, because remember, we're gonna add some other items, so you want those loops to be extra fluffy, because they are going to get lost if you don't fluff this guy right here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy and make one more loop by pinching right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way basically to the root of the swag, and look at that. Now remember, we always fluff these bows at the end, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy right here, and I'm gonna kind of go ahead and bring it to this, actually over here to the corner, so there's something on the outside. Now I'm gonna stop right here, because like I told you, this character is going to be our main character on this swag. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy. So I already pre-wired it, so I just basically attach it to the waist. You know what I just noticed? That I still have the tag hanging from this guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, because tags are tacky, remember? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it, I have my focal point right here. Then I don't want it to go all the way down and cover the bottom. I want it to be about 2/3 down from the swag, and I'm gonna go ahead and attach. So I'm gonna take my swag one more time off the stand, just so I can put this character in here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those 2 wires, and I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way to the back. Do you know, at this point, if you have a little elf that can help you, I really recommend the help, because as you guys can see, it's a little tough, but we're gonna get it done. All right, after wrestling with my little character right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put the swag back into my stand so we can continue on. But as you guys can see, he just creates a really fun focal point right here that's gonna look extra fun on your door. So then I'm gonna continue with my loops. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna now bring this guy forward over this way, and then I'm gonna pinch right here. And then remember to go all the way in, so the ribbon looks like it's being intentional coming out of the swag. And then I skipped over to this side, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here, creating a loop, twisting those ribbon wires on it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add this one right here. So I'm gonna do a bigger loop. You know, some ribbons are a little bit more difficult to work with, and I really do believe the quality does matter when it comes down to ribbon. The better the quality, the more and easier it is to work with them than if you don't have quality ribbons. So far so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and then bring this guy, do another loop right here. I don't want him to get lost, so therefore I'm not gonna go ahead and swap ribbons at this point. So I'm just gonna continue on that side. As I weave them in and out on this side, as you guys can see, I'm alternating. On this side, I'm just keeping it simple because he's on that side. All right, so then I'm gonna go ahead and swap over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do another loop, attach right here with my bristle. Then this guy right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pinch. How fun is this? This is so cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy right here and pinch and do yet another loop like this. All right, you guys, so far we've added our main character right here. He's looking outside, and then I whipped all of the ribbons and did those dovetails. But now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab some of these ribbon that I have left over, and what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do some fun bows. So I'm gonna dovetail right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a bow. But this occasion, I'm gonna do a 2 right here on my hand. Then I'm gonna bring this other ribbon that is super fun, and I'm gonna go ahead and dovetail this ribbon, as you guys can see. Thumbs up if you guys are having fun this holiday season. I'm having so much fun teaching you all of these tricks of the trade, and it's just been so much fun creating all of these looks for you guys. And I really just hope that you are enjoying these videos this holiday season. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do one loop, twist, and then do another loop right here. And I'm gonna do 3 of these guys right here, like this. I was gonna leave that tail long like that. Don't forget to fluff. Then I'm gonna grab a 3rd ribbon right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy right here. And for this particular one, I'm just gonna do a 1 loop just to give it that extra accent of ribbon. I'm gonna cut right here. So now what you need to do is grab your wire like this, and we're gonna wire all of this together, and look how easy it is. Just by really tightly, I cannot stress that enough. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna cut this guy right here. We'll dovetail in a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and do this bow right here. Just go all the way in to the swag so it looks intentional. And just swirl that wire into some of your bristles all the way in, pulling your ribbon in so it looks like it grew out of the swag. And look how fun. So now you have a bigger bow right here. You have a small bow right here with all of the ribbons. Go ahead and dovetail all of your ribbons like the ones I didn't finish. All right, so now that all of our ribbons are in place, it is time to bring the ornaments. I'm gonna get those ready and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so I went ahead and pre-wire some of these really basic red ornament and as well as some green ones. And that's what I'm gonna go ahead and add first. So I'm gonna go and push my ornament all the way to the inside right here. And just by grabbing that wire, swirl that into one of your bristles. It should stay right where you put it. So I'm gonna do a red one up here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a green one in here. So it really helps if you grab one of the bristles on the inside. So push that wire through, like I said, and pull it as hard as you can, and then just go ahead and twist that wire into one of your bristles, and the ornament should stay exactly where you put it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you another technique, and I do have my hot glue pen over on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab right here and open all of my bows. And just by dipping your ornament into your glue, then it's going to be able to stay exactly where you want it. And I'm gonna use the exact same technique for some of these ornaments that are funner. And I love this polka dot one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly dip into my glue, as you guys can see. Then I'm gonna go ahead and open over on this side, and I'm gonna push that ornament right here, and it's going to stay right where I need it. I have a few of those. I'm gonna get them ready and I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. I don't know if you guys remember, but one of the elements that we added to our whimsical Christmas tree was this candy cane. So I saved some of them, and what we're going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and add some of these guys into my swag so it is a lot funner looking. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dig into my glue, let it run a little bit down. Be careful because this is kind of warm, and I'm gonna go open my swag and I'm gonna go ahead and start installing them like this. I want them to poke out of my swag. So basically what I'm gonna do is just dig into my glue, be generous with it, and go ahead and let it drip down like this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add one more here to the top. like that. Look how fun that is. I love these little accents because it really makes your swag look more whimsical. So I think we need one coming out of maybe here. I'm gonna add one right here. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add one right here. So I'm gonna add some glue to it. You also could use your bristles to attach if you desired. But look how fun that is, just like that. Okay, so I have to tell you guys a secret. I was shooting this and my camera totally died. The battery was done and I had to wait. So what I want to explain you real quick is what I did is I grabbed some of these candies that I have that we also put on that whimsical tree. So I went ahead and put one right here, one right here. So I want to go ahead and bring one more down here. So I'm going to go ahead and open up right here and I'm going to push it in. And that glue should make it stay right where I put it, right by my character. So he looks like he's sitting down on it. And like what I like about that glue is because as you guys can see, it really just stays where you put it, and as it dries, it'll make it stay right there. Okay, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm gonna add some picks, and I like this holly because it's green and it's so pungent, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. What I also like about these picks is that you can cut them into 3s, 2s, and 1s. You can use it as a 1, but for this occasion, I'm gonna cut it into 3 so I can continue to add and then go ahead and fluff all of your foliages. As you guys can see, we just make a little pick. So I'm gonna add one over to this side. So I'm gonna dig into my glue and I'm gonna go ahead and let it run down. I'm gonna open up my bristles right here and just put it in there. And look at that. It continues to add. This one comes really flat like this. It comes this curly cue. Go ahead and pull it. Give it a little life. Just dig into your glue. Let it run. And as it runs, it'll all cool down. I'm gonna go ahead and put a big one up here. How cute is this looking? All right, so then this one, actually I'm gonna cut into 2 because it's pretty full. So I'm gonna cut into 2. And we have another pick we're gonna add. It's gonna be our last element. All right, open it up, fluff those berries on the very middle. Fluff it, fluff, fluff, fluff. Grab it, dig into your glue. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this particular tutorial. It was so much fun to put together. And fluff your bow right here. Once again, if it has a curly cue, be sure to pull it up to give it a little bit more life. And I'm gonna go ahead and add it down here. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and fluff all of my bows, put this on the door and show you what it looks like. Keep watching. All right, you guys, well, that's all I have for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and invite them to come and join Ramon at home because I am saving the best for last, and I promise you, you will be dazzled. I cannot wait to read your comments, so let me comment down below and let me know what you think about this theme. And if you have any ideas on what should we do next, be sure to write them in the comment section below. Consider subscribing. You can watch more videos right now, and until next time, bye.